it was a good take on the battlefield.
They even had classes and everything in the older Battlefront games, but this one
does it not have classes?
No
That's
classes. You
good.
just come out and then you have hands. Basically,
good start. That's a good start, actually.
Oh no, I don't mean like physical hands. I mean,
okay. You just start out like this.
No, I mean like cards. Like like this.
You know, the thing that everybody's doing right now.
Yeah, you got like 3 cards, and so your cards. Why am I holding this up in a podcast?
No, keep going. You're good. You're good. You're good.
You found
Don't stop.
So you've got your 3 cards, and then you can pick like what you want to be on them. So you can have like a grenade, a sniper rifle, and then a little power up. And that's basically your loadout. And the power-ups can be like a jetpack, a shield, or like an ion blaster. And then these 2 other things, like these 2 weapon things, can be different.
Okay.
And then people guess what room it happened in. And that's clue.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It was Darth Vader in the library with the
lightsaber.
Yeah, I was literally going to say candlestick.
Yeah,
but the lightsabers. It was the very obvious way to go.
Well, it looked like a candlestick, and then a fucking laser thing came out of it.
Oh, he stuck the candlestick in my abdomen.
Stealth lightsaber. You never know.
And now I'm dead. But yeah,
no, it plays. One of the things that I thought was really cool is like the little mini map on there. Like how you actually see like the cones that come out where you can see where the enemies are, but you don't actually see them.
Yeah.
So you just have a vague idea of the area where enemies are, but you don't actually know exactly where they are.
So you picked that up in about 20 minutes of playing. I've been playing for like 5 hours total, and I only discovered that like 10 minutes before I got here.
Well,
like before I left, I was like, "Oh look, that tells me where the thing is."
Well, I was getting aggravated because right there at first I was just like, because they come from all over. It doesn't have like at least in the match I was playing one of the escape pod missions.
Yeah.
And they were kind of like coming from all directions, and I didn't really know where they were coming from, and so I was normally. In most first-person shooters, in those online ones, you'll have, the groups will start coming from one particular area. They'll all start spawning from one area. So it's like, all right, I saw one guy over there. I know the rest of the guys are there. But they were spawning all over the place. And so I was like, how do I know? And then I was looking at the mini-map was how I saw, why is there this red cone that's pointing in this direction or this direction?
Just to get off subject for a second, because I opened a box of cards.
Yeah.
Princess Bride cards, and I pulled them out to talk about the Star Wars hands. And I'm looking at this king card. Does that look like me? I feel like this king, like...
You look like your ancestor.
I know.
Were you a king?
I was looking... No, I was looking at this, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have the same hair...
As the main character from King's Quest. You are the main character from King's Quest. Where did these cards come from?
They're
King's Quest.
They're Princess Bride.
Oh.
Cards.
Yeah, I don't ask. I don't know. I got them in the mail or something.
Okay.
Yeah, to be honest, who you resemble to me?
Yeah.
Dimitri Martin a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I get a lot. I get a lot of different celebrities. Ray Romano is the one I get. From younger people. From older women, I get Al Pacino and like Serpico or Goodfellas, or not Goodfellas, Godfather.
Right.
I get that. I like that a lot better.
Serpico I can see because of the hair, actually.
Yeah. If I had
never seen the movie. I saw the thing on Netflix 1,000 times, but almost watched it. So yeah.
If I got like a mustache or like a beard and some aviators,
why haven't you done that?
I could totally look a little bit like Serpico.
You should do it.
You should go for that.
I just need to grow my facial hair out a little bit.
Sunglasses and a mustache. That's never gone wrong.
Go ahead, join the beard gang.
I cannot have one as good as yours. Like literally, I'm all patchy.
He has
and stuff.
CJ does have a miraculous beard. I point that out.
Who CJ? Yeah, CJ has a great beard.
Thank you, gentlemen.
How like there's maintenance you got to do. Like what do you do?
I mean, same thing you do with your hair. If you know, like
you brush it,
comb it,
condition it,
put oil in it, and of course you wash it.
Okay,
is that like you're supposed to brush that shit and everything? You don't just let it go awry?
Well, being African American, I have my hair tends to get nappy, so if I don't keep it maintained, it'll be all balled up and just ugly looking.
Insta dreads.
Exactly. Full circle. Yeah.
Are we going social media this entire time? Is that what's going to happen? This whole theme of social media?
It's the social media podcast. I mean,
So Star Wars
Oh yeah.
is actually impressive, and it actually surprised me because I didn't
Yeah, it's
fuck about this game when I saw it coming out.
yeah.
I didn't give a fuck about it when the beta dropped a couple days ago, but now I kind of want to play a little bit of it.
Yeah, it's fun. You know, the it is very much a beta in that like the Hoth, what's it called? Walker
Hoth.
Assault.
Yeah.
Walker Assault
Isn't that called Hoth?
Well, that's the map. It is.
Yeah, okay,
but the level thing is called or the game mode is called Walker Assault, and that's very hard to win if you're rebels. Like I've played
right.
a lot of it. Yeah, I played hours of it, and it's I've only won as rebels one time. That's it, just once.
And I've seen that echoed a lot in social media that the rebels have a hard time. Like the win ratio is heavily in the Empire's odds.
Yeah.
Favors.
I remember I was reading. I've been reading on it all day today. There were some people talking about tactical ways to play it, and they were saying that it was pretty much impossible unless, like you said, you have like a good team that like goes at it or whatever.
Yeah.
They said because everybody wants to get in the ships and take out the AT-ATs that way, but they said that the actual way that you can reasonably win it, if you just get a few people together, is to take out. There's like something that disables something, like some
Shield generators.
Yeah, if you go up to the so you have to turn on the targeting things, and then the Y-wings come in and shoot and take off the shields of the AT-ATs.
Okay.
And then that's whenever you can fly something into it to turn it over, or to spin the ropes around it and get it to knock over immediately. Or you could just get into turrets, or you could get and just shoot at it.
Okay.
You know, for a long time. And that's actually a really cool moment, is whenever it's like you hear the rebel guy say like, the shields are down, focus all your firepower on it, and the entire team starts shooting because you can see everybody's like blasters.
Right.
So you notice like this AT-AT's like stopped, just like juddering a little bit, and everybody's just blasting.
I'm
all at
sure.
once. And
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a really cool moment.
And
the
that's
first time
like
you do
the
it.
biggest map on the beta too. So
Yeah.
it's probably a fuck ton of people. What is it? 40 on each side, or is it 20?
It's 40 total, so it's 20 on 20.
Well,
Is the Empire? Can you pilot the AT-ATs, or is it?
Yes, you can get in it, but you can't. It's on rails, but
Right.
you can just move the head and shoot. But it's you can get a lot of kills
I'm sure.
I'm
You
pretty
have to,
sure
like-
you can.
depending on where it's.
Is
at.
it like Battlefield 4 or Battlefield 4 3, whatever? You can spawn in the anti-aircraft gun, but you kind of have to wait for somebody to get the fuck out of it.
No, there isn't an anti-aircraft.
Well, no. I'm saying like this is like a really cool weapon that like, you can spawn into.
Do you
But
automatically spawn into the AT-AT,
No,
or you have
can't.
to like
no, you
get
can't
into
spawn
it?
into it.
It's like a hero thing.
There's like a little floating power up.
Okay,
It's
all
like
right.
that will be next to it, and then you just go up to that, and then you press like two buttons, the L1 or R1, and then you hold those two buttons, and then your guy will get on his knee and like press on his ear and be like, "Oh, we need AT-AT support," and then you'll just be in the AT-AT.
That's
Something
cool.
like that.
And it's the same way with any power up, like the ATST, the little like chicken leg walking thing,
I
or
love his little things.
yeah, or the
Like, can you pilot those? Are they?
Yeah, you
are they
can-
on rails?
no, there you can pilot them,
You can pilot those,
move them
okay.
around, or the things that you can fly around.
Okay.
anything you can.
So
pilot.
everything you had to pick up the power up or
Yeah,
whatever,
you have to
and
pick a
that's
little
how you
floating
get
power
into
So
up.
it.
that kind of disperses that a little bit better than like at the Battlefield. My main problem always was the good vehicles are always somebody spawning into them.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
This isn't like that. This is like if it's there, you can go up to it and get in it immediately.
It's like Battlefield. You getting that anti-aircraft tank,
Mhm.
and it's like a fucking machine gun. Right? Like,
Yeah.
So you just roll around, just fucking shoot everything down.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that was always a fun, cheap way of pissing everybody off. So.
I love that.
So are the tokens? Are those tokens for those vehicles or whatever they are, the emblems or whatever? Are they randomly around, or do they always pop up in the same
they
place?
seem to be in the same places.
Okay.
But because you're constantly moving up the map, I haven't figured out where they're all at yet.
Right.
I know where they're at the beginning.
Right.
But after that, like after you move up past the first round of targeting things, once you defeat that, I don't know where they're at after that. You still have to learn.
Huh.
And I've only because to be like a hero like Luke or Darth Vader, you have to find the token too. And I've only been Luke once, and I got killed immediately because I thought
That's what I was saying.
because I was like, I'm gonna run up in there. I'm Luke Skywalker. I just did a massive jump into like a huge group of guys, and I did the force push, and it only got like one guy. I was like, there's like 5 guys in front of me. I'm like, ha! And one guy goes like, oh! And then the rest of them just go like, bah, 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 bah. And I'm like, oh no! And I'm trying to block, and my lightsaber.
Can you?
Yeah. You can hold.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you can hold the right trigger,
Yeah, I
and
saw
he's just
that.
like, tick, 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 tick. He's like blocking all that. But I was so stupid that I ran into like too many of them that I got killed.
There
like,
was
really.
absolutely no
and,
way.
And they all had like their grenades. So they tossed them, and then I'm like trying to run, but I
saw a video clip of Darth Vader and Luke squaring off.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
That would be amazing.
Also saw a video of somebody walking up on Luke who I guess had just been defeated, so he's on his knees.
Yeah.
And he just shot him a whole bunch.
Yeah. So once you die as like Luke or Darth Vader, they literally just get on their knees like, I've been defeated, or they say whatever, and they just stand on their knees, and then you just look
You're
at
there,
them.
and you can
Yeah.
shoot at them apparently, and it's kind of
so they don't die.
No, they don't die. It's just that they're kneeling for a second, and they're just there, and you can look at them. It's like just how that's just there. You can just be like, hey, and it won't react or anything to you.
It does react. That.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Whoa.
This isn't every podcast thing.
Oh wow, that's cool.
It was cool. You're right.
That's yours?
Yeah.
Of course, all of this is yours. We're in your house.
Just dump it off. Just go ahead and dump it off. Just
Get the
honors. There we go.
That was so.
Welcome to Experience Pints.
welcome to Experience Pints.
Yay.
And tonight's beer of choice on my end was censored.
Coney Island.
Was censored.
Coney Island.
I'd like to censor you.
I'm censoring what you're saying by saying mine over yours. That's too deep for you guys to get. Fuck it.
I could censor you. I'm the editor.